like to introduce to you a technique that is very powerful for working with releasing general pain, pain that's kind of throughout the body, or achiness, or just a general feeling of pain that's not necessarily very specific to one location. It's called the Hopi Pain Technique, comes from an indigenous people. And this is something that you really do need a partner for. So if you have a partner who is willing, grab them and have them watch this video with you so you can do this technique together. And I think you'll find it very powerful. So a good prequel to this technique, as with others, is to make sure you've done your daily energy foundation exercises so that you are well set up. And what I'm going to do here with my partner is to do a little spinal flush, which is rubbing the neurolymphatics along the spine. There is a separate video just on the spinal flush that you can watch. So what that entails is I'm going to come back here and I'm working alongside of the spine, not on the bones, but alongside. And I'm going to do this a little quicker for demonstration, but I'm going to come down along the spine with some decent pressure, and I'm rubbing the neurolymphatic points that are along the spine that correspond with different organs in the body. And this is a very excellent detox technique. And again, you can see more about that in the video that's just on the spinal flush technique. Now, I would normally do this twice down the spine, but for our purposes, I'd like to show you the Hopi Pain Technique. So once you have done 2 runs of the spinal flush down the spine, this technique uses both hands, and we're going to set them up so one hand is kind of stacked on the other hand. Now the hand that's underneath is going to be closest to you, and you're going to set those fingers on the side of the spine that is closest to you, and then the hand that's on top is going to reach right over and set those fingers on the other side of the spine. Now, we normally start this technique at the base of the spine, but if you are very prone to headaches, you may want to start at the neck and work downward instead of up. So once you are here, this is incredibly simple. As the caregiver, all you're going to do is simply imagine that you are sending in beams of light or beams of love into your person's back here, and you have one set of fingers on each side of the spine. Now the pacing is up to you, but I would hold at each point here for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then you're simply going to inch your way up the back, move about another hand width, maintaining the hand position, and just continue to envision that every place your hand stops, you're sending beams of light from your fingers into this wonderful body that we have here, and you're sending in light and love. So you're going to continue this up the length of the spine, all the way to the top. So we're going to speed up for the sake of demonstration. We're going to say that we're holding at each place all the way up to the base of the neck. And then I would recommend doing this a second time, starting at the bottom. If you're crunched for time, once is good, but twice gives you a little bit more space to continue opening up that energy. So again, hold this longer than I am right now, but you work your way up the spine. And then one more thing you can try is holding, like pull some skin up around the back and kind of roll up the back, kind of pulling the skin as you go. Now my partner here is very thin. He doesn't have a lot of skin on his back to hold on to, but if you have a little bit more meat back here, you're just kind of grabbing onto the loose skin that you can feel and holding it and pulling it as you go up. And then just sweep that energy down to finish off. And that is the Hopi Pain Technique. Give it a try and let me know how it goes.